Welcome back to Action 2 News at 6. Tomorrow is National Astronomy Day, and a new mobile planetarium is being unveiled at UWO-Fox Cities.
Pretty neat. This planetarium is different. It's inflatable, and it's the largest of its kind here in Wisconsin. Got a sneak peek of it earlier today. The movable planetarium was paid for by a federal grant from the Institute of Museums and Library Services. It'll travel from school to school, either too far away from the Barlow Planetarium or to districts that don't have busing. Officials say being able to take the stars to more rural areas will help inspire kids.
People get easily fascinated by looking at the night sky, and so by introducing them to astronomy, that will pique their interest in other sciences as well and get them to want to learn more about the world around them.
A formal unveiling is tomorrow at noon at the Field House on the UWO-Fox Cities campus.
Here's some good news.